Welcome to It's Mythical. We are recapping the animation titled Epic. The story began in a battle scene between the Leaf Men and the Bogans. These are miniature creatures who lived in a vast ecosystem. The battle of the day ended in favor of the Leaf people, as the army general, Ronin, squashed a bog and it fell onto an upcoming taxi, transporting Mary Catherine, also known as MK. She went to live with her father after being separated from him for so long. Her father, Professor Radcliffe Bomber, showed her around and they discussed about his wife that separated from him a long time ago, because he believed in an advanced tiny ecosystem thriving beneath them. The professor had set up cameras everywhere to detect these creatures, but most of the time his effort was unsuccessful. On a fateful day his detection device was beeping continuously. He was delighted to find out that his device was tracking the movement of the creatures at a rapid pace, and in joy, wanted to go out to investigate, but his daughter, Mary, tried to stop him, convincing him to be a normal father and also make time for her, but he left anyways. Mary, angry, packed her bags preparing to leave. In the next scene we see Ronin, a leaf man, informing the queen about the ceremony the next day, where she was going to pick the pod that will become the next queen. The king of the Bogans, in another scene, plotted to disrupt the ceremony to avoid the forest from flourishing so that the forest becomes a dark infested place, where the Bogans thrive. On the day of the ceremony, the queen has just picked an heir among the pods before they got ambushed. The queen tried to escape with Ronin but was shot by an arrow in the process. Mary had just finished packing her bags and was about to leave before Ozzy, their dog, distracted her and she chased him into the forest. In the forest, she was shocked to see a miniature creature, which was the queen. The queen, dying, handed over the new heir to her. The moment Mary touched the pod, she turned into a miniature creature as she saw the queen passing. They all bowed as she passed away except Mary, who was shocked and didn't know what was going on. Ronin, the army general of the Leaf Man, told her that he doesn't know why the queen chose her, but the queen wish must be fulfilled. Ronin and Mary sought Nod in a racing center, accompanied by two snails, that were responsible for moisturizing the pod. Nod was formerly a Leaf Man soldier. Ronin was able to convince Nod to rejoin only after he heard the queen was dead. Ronin told Nod that they will be taking the pod to a place called Igloo. A frog in the racing center overheard this and relayed the information to the king of the Bogans. The pod was taken to the Rings of Knowledge, a place where scrolls containing the knowledge of the past were written. The scrolls contain the queen's last words, where she said the scrolls should be taken to Igloo, during solstice, the only time of the year where the sun reaches its highest point, where the sun will shine directly on the pod and make it plumb. The scrolls also explains that Mary was there for a reason, and once her mission has been accomplished, she will be able to become big again and return back. Nod and Mary were distracted when the Bogans attacked the place and were able to snatch the pod. Ronin tried to pursue them, but they were too quick and were able to escape on time. Ronin, Nod, and Mary thought of ways to infiltrate the Bogans' lair when Mary thought of an idea. She took them to her father's house where they were able to acquire various costumes that they will use to blend in with the Bogans. On leaving, the professor, who sleeping at that time, suddenly woke up and was shocked to see the miniature creatures he had been looking for his whole life in his home. He quickly took a vacuum cleaner and tried to suck them in. As they tried to escape, Mary got sucked in, and her father, on seeing her, fainted. Before they left, Mary left a clue to her father on his map containing the secret whereabout of the creatures. At the Bogans' lair, their disguise made them blend with the bogs. Ronin caused a distraction as Nod and Mary went to retrieve the pod. On retrieving the pod, they were attacked by an army of the Bogans as Ronin stayed back to hold them off, while Nod and Mary were able to escape with the pod. Mary and Nod, on their way, were joined by other Leaf Men. The Leaf Men escorted them to Igloo as the time of solstice was at hand. The pod was placed, awaiting the sun, when suddenly the army of bogs covered the sun, preventing the pod from pluming. The Leaf Men quickly rushed and attacked the bogs, but they were just too many of them. Mary, thinking of her mission, quickly rushed to her father's house and tried to alert him through the cameras, but the professor, thinking he was crazy, tried to shut down his detection devices until he saw the clue his daughter left behind. Quickly he was able to detect his daughter and was surprised to see her as a miniature person, and embraced her. Mary quickly took her father to the battle scene and used his phone to emit ultrasonic sounds at high frequencies. The sounds were able to repel the bogs and they fled the scene. The sun shined on the pod and it plumed. The spirit of the late queen came out of it and chose a new queen among the crowd, and everyone bowed to the new queen. The new queen was able to heal the forest and return Mary back to her normal form. Mary, back to herself, apologized to her dad. Her dad accepted her apology, and that was how the movie ended. Please subscribe to It's Mythical for more exciting animations.